Hey everybody, it's Joe Somebody here, and last week was an awesome week. I do a lot of stuff. I'm a network engineer, I'm a father, I'm a husband. I like to cook. That's irrelevant, but I'm telling you about it anyway. There's just a lot of stuff going on in my day-to-day, you know, doing Real Cruisers website stuff, and just, I get tired. I know everybody gets tired, but I get tired. So what we did last week was we went down towards West Palm Beach for a nice little family getaway to just hang out and have a good time. We were actually staying at a PGA Golf Resort at Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, which is pretty close to Jupiter Beach and Juno Beach. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of different than what I'm used to because we've gone to beach houses and stuff in the past. But this was just a really nice area. I mean, it was so nice, I felt out of place. Everybody was down there driving like exotic cars and luxury cars, and I don't have one. But the house we were staying in was really nice, and I did manage to take a little bit of footage from our trip. Not a whole lot because, you know, it's not a cruise or anything. And like I said, I was basically there to relax and to just get some rest and spend some time with my family. But what I did get, I figured I'd put together and share with you guys. So let's take a look at what I filmed. The first thing that I've got here is just us kind of driving through the PGA resort area, which has golf courses, and I think some famous people might have houses in there. I'm not really sure. Just a really nice place. This is the house that we stayed in for the week, which was a fairly nice house. It could use a little TLC here and there, but a very big house. There were like 11 of us staying there, and you know, it was very accommodating for all of us. Had lime trees right outside the house, and just really nice and clean on the inside. As you can see, it was a very spacious house. It had a pretty good sized kitchen, it had a dining room, it had like four bedrooms and 3 baths, I believe. Had 2 living rooms, and just a big place, really. And my favorite part, it had a nice in-ground pool that was just, you know, if you're not going to be right on the beach while staying in Florida, you got to have a pool. And this was the house from the golf course side. This is what was in the backyard behind the house, just right on the golf course. And at night, I mean, the place had lights everywhere. There were lights in the pool. There were floodlights over the pool. Plenty of lights up under the little porch area where the table was. It was just a fantastic place to be day or night. We did run into some rainy weather on our trip, but you know, that's okay. I don't mind any day that I'm not working. That's a vacation. It doesn't have to be sunny. But this was at Juno Beach, and this was the pier. We decided to kind of stroll down it and just look around. And actually, the clouds, to me, in this shot, I think it just really looks cool. And then we went back to the house, and even though it was kind of overcast and everything, we had to go ahead and get in the pool. I mean, we just had to. Look at Boo Boo. He's so happy to be in the pool. That kid loves water, and so do I. Oh, Big Daddy. That's my stepdad, and you know, he's got to do his sumo wrestler dance / sexy dance, and then scream and jump in the pool. That's what he does. The second day that we were there, we decided to take Jackson and my niece over to the Loggerhead Marine Life something exhibit thing. It's like a museum, like a turtle museum, and we basically just, you know, it's free to get in and see the turtles and see everything there, and we just basically gave them like a donation, you know. So that was a pretty cool place. Eels. Blech. I believe that's a pufferfish, just not all puffed up. All of the turtles here had been injured in some way and were brought here for like rehabilitation before they're released back out into the wild. So, you know, they're in these small tanks, but it's not like they're just kept there for people to look at. They're there for people to look at while they're healing. And here we've got some footage from Juno Beach Park, which is a state park, and pretty clean. There wasn't a whole lot of people there. This was about 9:30 in the morning, and we just went down and had some good old-fashioned fun in the sun. Boo Boo throwing sand. I mean, he's having a ball. And the missus, wee wee. Now the water at this beach here was kind of dirty. I don't know if there was a storm or something kind of out at sea, but there was a lot of seaweed, and when I took the camera underwater, I mean, you just really couldn't see that much, but we still had a pretty good time playing around out there. Boo Boo loved the water. He was kind of scared of it, but As long as somebody was holding on to him, he was having a good time. I got washed around, got some nice sand scratches on my back. This is for everyone that wishes that they were at the beach right now. Heck, I wish I was at the beach right now. I had to work today. Ugh. I thought it would be a great idea to like bury the GoPro mount in the sand and then wander off into the water. That way I could be in some of the video without having to leave the camera. But then I started to feel really stupid, like the tide or water was going to come and wash the camera away, or somebody would walk up and be like, hey, I found a GoPro. So I quickly ran back and undid this. Oh man, look at that. This should be a screensaver. That is the view of the pool, and then, you know, it's just pretty water, pretty sky. And cannonball. I probably jumped in the pool like a million times and caught most of them on film. Just had so much fun jumping in. And this was shot back at the Juno Beach near the pier on a different day, which was also a little overcast. But we decided to go test the water there and put Boo Boo in, let him have some more fun. And there were some fish, lots of fish, little fish and pretty good sized fish that were swimming around. A lot of them don't show up the best in the world because there's a little bit murky water, but so many little fish, like you don't even realize that you're standing in the middle of these little fish, and then right up under them there's big fish at the bottom, and you just would have no idea that they were there if you didn't have a GoPro. After it started raining, we decided to go back to the house, and you know, I was like, who cares if it's raining? I'm just gonna get in the pool. So I went and got in the pool. And I did some more jumping in and just, you know, me being me. By myself. In the rain. In the pool. Being silly. Underwater. Blowing bubbles out my nose. I salute you. The water in the pool is so clear, it almost looks like I'm not even underwater other than the bubbles coming out of my nose. Bubbles don't usually come out of my nose unless I've got a like sinus infection. Well, that's all the footage that I've got from the trip. I've got some pictures and stuff that I'm going to be putting online on my photo blog, Thingy-Majig. I'll put a annotation or something or a link down in the description below so you can go and check out the pictures because, you know, there's some pretty neat pictures. Some taken with the GoPro, some taken with my Canon DSLR, and a few pictures from where we drove down to Miami, Florida to the Carnival Cruise headquarters because, you know, that was on my bucket list. Stupid as it may be, I wanted my picture taken in front of their headquarters, and so I did it. You know, we were that close. I was like, why not go ahead and do it? So check out the links to that stuff below. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Joe Somebody, and I will see you next time.